Hello YouTube, my name is Oled, and what I have in front of me is something that you probably didn't see for a long time. Now this is no Lenovo, this is actually a tape deck. And the reason why I'm actually recording this while unboxing, and well, I will be testing it just to see how good it is because, well, the guy that sold it to me told me that this is a deck in a mint condition. Now usually when you buy something from, well, from Balkans, anywhere, when people say mint, they actually mean heavily been beaten down and pushed down the stairs twice. So I will be opening this thing just to see whether this thing actually is mint or not. Although, to be honest, the package is actually quite good. And it does not look to be pushed down the stairs at all. So far this is promising. So yeah, I've even gotten an old broken tape. How old is this, seriously? So, this is a Dolby, this is play stop, power, info check, whatnot, CD sync, and yeah. Okay, you know what, let's turn it on. So I actually did plug it in and it did not explode so far. Ooh, the screen is actually quite dirty, you can actually see that it is rather old. But then again, okay, it does actually look to be playing. Now you know what, before I actually even try to use this deck, I will be cleaning this thing because yeah, I cannot stand this thing. I think I have some kind of disorder or something. So I'll be showing you how to clean this thing. Well, to be honest, I'll be showing to myself then to you how to clean this thing, because I haven't actually opened any Teac ever. Teac. If there is a viewer from Germany, I believe this is a German brand. Okay, this is basically the same with every deck. Now let's take a look at the head. I don't know whether you can see, the head is actually quite dirty, as well as the capstans. These capstans actually look a bit, I don't know, hard. Okay, yeah, well, let's not judge the deck before listening to it, but yeah, I will be actually unscrewing everything and, well, trying to clean this thing because it actually irritates me so much. So yeah, let's open the deck. So what I do need is a screwdriver. I do think that this will be quite easy to clean. Now basically, you only need some alcohol and that is pretty much it. This thing actually looks broken, but sometimes there are broken pieces, such as this one. I guess this is normal for all tape decks. But this actually looks rather nice from the inside. Rather nice, actually. And yeah, there are the belts. And the belts actually look okay. So the guy is probably not lying, although if you look at this belt, it doesn't look that great, but yeah. Okay, anyway, on with the, well, cleaning. Okay, now, if I'm not mistaken, there should be a couple of screws holding this, and yeah, I'm not mistaken, there are actually 4 screws in here, so I do need to unscrew them. And yeah, let's see. Just a second, maybe I can actually... I'll unscrew these 3 screws and these 2, and I might actually be able to pull this thing out entirely. And I do need to remove these 2, and there are a couple of more screws in here as well. You know what they say, it's not an OCD, it's a CDO, and that's the way it's meant to be. So yeah, okay. This one as well. Okay. And this thing is actually out. I'll be using my cap in here. I don't want to actually scratch the surface. Well, more than necessary, I suppose. These caps actually look rather okay. And I can probably, yes. And that is pretty much it. Actually, you need to clean this thing, and this thing especially, with alcohol. Let me show you how, especially this part is white. Now I do need to find some alcohol and cleaning cloth, and let's do it. Okay. I don't know whether you can see it, but this is actually black. But yeah, this is pretty much it. Okay, and again, some alcohol, especially with the glass. I don't know whether you can see it or not, but this vacuum fluorescence tube actually gets rather dirty. It kind of actually collects the dust. And I don't know whether you can see it, this actually has two arrows, so this vacuum tube has probably been used for, well, better models than this one, because there are actually two decks, as you can see, and they both have, well, auto reverse, and this one does not. So that's kind of a disappointment to know that you got a new deck, but there is better model than that one. But I suppose there is better model than everything, so okay. This thing. So I will be screwing everything back together, but I think this should be actually quite okay. So, before we screw everything back together, let's see, did my cleaning have any impact whatsoever? So, well, that sucks. It is dirty. It is still very foggy and dirty. That did not help at all, seriously. Okay, now sorry about the light. So I did hook everything up, and as you can see, I'm going to start this background music for YouTube videos and start to record and play. Now bear in mind that there will be a couple of seconds of silence. Why is this thing not... What am I missing? What the... So eject button does not work. What just happened? Well, something is obviously not right. Oh, it's hard to press. Is the head stuck up? Whatever. Anyway, so I've loaded the YouTube music, and let's start recording, and let's press play. This is a bit too loud. This is actually boring music, but you know what? Let's see how good the sound actually is. It actually does not stop. So, the thing I mentioned being Croatian mint, now you know why. That's a Croatian mint. Well, anyway, let's hear how good the sound actually is. If this thing is working anyway. I don't know whether you can hear it or not, but it's actually... So yeah, that's what I said, Croatian mint. And I actually do think that I know what the problem is. It's the pinch roller. This thing can actually be repaired. Yeah, well, that's, I guess, the result of my test. But I will try actually to remove this pinch roller and try to maybe just use sanding paper on it, and that might actually help. So let's try that.